In 1884, European powers gathered at the Berlin Conference to arbitrarily divide Africa, drawing straight lines on maps without considering ethnic groups or cultural ties. This artificial partitioning planted the seeds of fragmentation that would plague the continent for centuries. Over 10,000 ethnic groups were suddenly forced into 50-plus colonies with no historical cohesion. Colonial powers institutionalized fragmentation through divide and rule tactics. In Rwanda, Belgians created artificial hierarchies between Hutus and Tutsis using identity cards. Similar strategies were employed across the continent, in Nigeria's north-south divide, Kenya's coastal separatism. By pitting groups against each other, colonists maintained control while weakening potential unified resistance. After independence in the 1960s, new African nations inherited these artificial borders. The Organization of African Unity, OAU, famously upheld colonial boundaries to prevent chaos, but this cemented ethnic divisions. Countries like Sudan and Ethiopia saw civil wars as marginalized groups fought exclusion. Even progressive leaders like Nkrumah couldn't overcome this fragmentation, as seen when his Ghana-Guinea-Mali Union collapsed by 1963. Today, Africa has 54 states but remains the world's least economically integrated region. The Sahel crisis shows how colonial borders fuel instability. French-drawn lines created landlocked nations like Niger, while dividing the Tuareg people across 5 countries. Despite the African Union's existence, only 15% of intra-African trade crosses formal borders, compared to 70% in Europe. Fragmentation costs Africa an estimated 2% GDP growth annually. While the African Continental Free Trade Area, AfCFTA, offers hope, colonial-era infrastructure still directs 80% of exports to former colonizers rather than neighbors. The cycle continues. Weak institutions breed instability, which reinforces fragmentation. As climate change intensifies resource scarcity, these artificial borders may face their greatest stress test yet.